Now in this video we are going to see the decimal representation of rational numbers. Rational numbers can be written as m upon n form. We have learnt it earlier in this chapter. M upon n means m divided by n. Now this form means numerator divided by denominator. If we divide numerator by denominator, there are two possibilities. One possibility is after division the remainder is 0. If the remainder is 0, that type of form is known as terminating decimal form. Remainder 0 in the division, then it is terminating decimal form. But when we divide numerator by denominator, remainder is not 0. It is other than 0. Then such type of form is non-terminating decimal form. So we got two forms, terminating decimal form and other one is non-terminating decimal form, depending upon the remainder is 0 or non-zero. Now first we will see non-terminating decimal form. If it is non-terminating means that remainder is not 0, such type of rational number is recurring decimal form. Non-terminating is recurring decimal form. Example, suppose 7 upon 6 means if we divide 7 by 6, numerator 7, denominator 6. So after dividing 7 by 6, we get the quotient 1.666. You divide as many times, it will continue 6. So this can be written as 1.1 recurring 6. Recurring 6 because 6 is repeating as many times you divide. So this is known as recurring decimal form. Here 6 is recurring. Let's see other example, 23 upon 29. Here if you carry out division, you will get quotient 0.2323. As many times you go on dividing, you will get the quotient repeated. 2, 3 will be repeating. So this can be written as 0. Recurring 2, 3. So this is also the recurring decimal form. Now come back to the terminating decimal form. Terminating means in the end of the division, the remainder is 0. Example, you see 1 upon 4. If we divide 1 by 4, the quotient is 0.25. So here it ends over here. Division gets over. But this also can be written as non-terminating type. How? After 5, the remainder is 0 here. We go on dividing, then the quotient we will get 0, 0 repeatedly. So 0.25 is the quotient. We can write it as 0.250000 many times. So this also can be written as 0.25 recurring 0. Okay, so we have converted terminating decimal form into non-terminating type. Now one more thing you have to notice over here, that if only one digit is recurring, here 0, here 6, then we put only dot over the recurring digit. But when more than one digits are recurring, then we have to put this symbol known as bar over the recurring digits. Practice set 1.3. First sum is, you can see the rational number 9 upon 37, which you have to write in decimal form. So for that we will carry out division. 37 is the denominator, so by that we will divide 9. 9 is smaller than 37, so 37 will go 0 times in 9. So quotient becomes 0 minus 0, so we get 9. Now to continue with the division, we have to take 0 over here, so we will put 0 over here also. So we get 90, which we have to divide by 37. So we can divide this 90 by 37. So quotient we will get 2. So quotient becomes 2 and 37 2s is 74. Subtract, we get 16. Now to divide further, we will put one more 0 here and we copy that 0 over here. Now 37 will go 4 times in 160. So here comes 148. So again the remainder is 12. So divide it further. We will put one more 0 over here. So one more 0 here. Copy that 0 over here. Now divide further. 3 times 37 will go in 120. So here 111. So again we get 9 over here as a remainder. When we begin with the division, there was 9 divided by 37. Again we got 9 over here. We have to divide by 37. So for that we have to take more 0 over here. So more 0 here. We copy down that 0 over here. So again if we divide, it will go 2 times. So again subtract 74. We get 16. Again we put more 0 over here. So 160. Again 37. If you divide by that, it will go 4 times and you will get 148 over here. The remainder again is 0. The remainder is again 12. So we have to put one more 0 and divide it further. So it will go 3 times again. So again the remainder is 9. So as many times you divide, the quotient will be repeating 243, 243. So we will write it as 9 upon 37 is equal to 0.243, and again we will get the same as we got from here. So finally we can write it as 0.243. Now practice set 1.3, we will see example number 5, that is negative 11 upon 13. This number is negative, but we will carry out the division as we are doing usually for the positive ones. So let's see how to do. We are dividing 11 by 13. Now we will ignore this negative sign while we carry out division. So 11 is smaller than 13. It will go only 0 times in it. So this is the result. We have to carry out the division further. So for that we have to put decimal point over here as well as in the quotient after 0. After putting decimal point, we have taken 0 that we have copied next to 11. So now 110, if we divide by 13, then the quotient is 8. and the remainder here is 6. So to divide further, we will take one more 0 over here as well as here. Now this has become 60. By 13 if we divide, it will go 4 times in 60. Now remainder is 8. We have to divide further. So take one more 0 here as well as here. So here is 80 now. So to divide it, 13 will go 6 times in 80. So here 13 6 are 78, 2 is remaining. So take one more 0 here as well as here. Now 13 will go only once in 20. So now quotient 1, remainder 7. Put one more 0 in both the places. Now 13 will go 5 times in 70. Again remainder is 5. So divide it further by taking 0. Now 13 will go 3 times in 50. This time remainder is 11. Now if we notice in the beginning when we started with division, then there was 11, we have started with division. So again in the remainder we have got 11. So if you carry on division by taking more zeros, then the same quotient will be repeating. Same sequence will be there in the quotient. 8, 4, 6, 1, 5, 3. Again the remainder will come 11 and then 8, 4, 6, 1, 5, 3 will be the quotient. So the quotient will be repeating with the same set of these digits. So we will not carry out division further and we will write this in the decimal form as negative 11 upon 13 equals to 0.846153 ... and that is equals to 0.846153. As this is negative here, we have to put minus sign over here as well as here in the answer. So the answer is negative 11 upon 13 equals to negative 0.846153.